And people will try and guilt trip you. I've had a lot of, especially like in the local page, they'll be like, oh, I really want your item, but I'm on a fixed income and I want it for like 1/3 of the price that you're asking. So if you want to do that, that's fine. That's good and charitable of you. I don't know this person. I don't know if they're actually on disability and things are as bad as they're telling me they are. So I usually say, hey, you know, I've got my item for sale at the price that it is. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. I usually donate to these services because this is where I choose to, these are the services that I, you know, donate to. So, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to have fellowship with you. Like, there's polite ways to say no. And what do you not want to do? You do not want to turn off a potential customer. So just because I'm interested in this knife block today for $15 doesn't mean it didn't like hang out in the back of my brain and I'm like, oh, I did see that on the TV show and those are Emerald Lagasso knives and they are solid metal. Those are like $270 knives. I'm gonna see if she still has those. 8 months later, I don't know. So they come back to it and then, you know, they'll shoot you another offer. So you don't want to turn off a potential customer because you're selling a lot of stuff. They may want something else from you later and they may want to pay full price for it. You don't know. Ways not to respond to lowball offers. A swear and a no. You don't want to just leave the chat completely. That's rude. Also, I don't recommend coming back with $1 less than your original price. Sometimes you can get away with that if you put like a little winky emoji on it, but it's not very professional, and I don't recommend that course of action. So smile, be courteous. The customer is always right, even when they're wrong. I can pretend that they're right because that's how we make money and get through life, even when it's terrible. So, and now we will talk about, now that we're done talking about offers and being polite and how we interact with customers, we're going to talk about returns and how to manage those. So returns happen. Clearly, otherwise Eric and I wouldn't have a side hustle. So if a customer wants to return something, just let them return it. Be like, oh, okay, sorry we did not meet your expectation. That is a good phrase for you to write down and use. I'm sorry this did not meet your expectation. I want to resolve this quickly with you. You know, I want you to be happy because your seller rating and your business is way more important than this person's negative energy, this person's angriness. You'd rather they be happy and maybe buy something from you in the future. And sometimes things actually are wrong, and we will talk about some customer service experiences that we've had recently. So don't fight returns, just be cordial. Help them through the process. Somebody asked me how to perform. One of the customer service issues I had, I sold a micro SD card on eBay, and when the person got it, it wasn't in the format that they knew how to use. It was in a different format. So they wanted to return the item, or they just didn't know what to do. They really actually wanted this card. So I talked to Eric because he is our computer master. I only know how to break them. And I say, what do you do? And then he gave me the information that I needed to give the customer, which directed them to SD, the official website by the SD Foundation for formatting SD cards. And I gave that website to that customer, and I said, this is a safe website for you to go on and reformat your SD card. And thank you for, you know, contacting me and giving me the opportunity to make this right for you. which is also a key phrase that you should write down and remember. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to make this right for you. And the person didn't respond back to me, but they did leave me a good eBay rating and a good note. Great customer service. I had a instant where I sent a luminous airbrush kit to a person a few states away from me, and in the process of that item being shipped, several makeup bottles spilled and got everywhere. So that person obviously wanted a refund. Their item got messed up in shipping, and I offered them a partial refund on eBay. Partial refunds are an option too. And I said, you know, you do have the airbrush now. Would you like to keep the airbrush, and I'll give you a partial refund for your inconvenience and loss? And she was happy to do that. So I didn't completely lose the sale, because otherwise I would have lost out on eBay fees and shipping. We would have lost money all around on that. And she still gave us a good rating. So that was try and find solutions to things before they even happen. I had a very nice person buy a vacuum. It was a very nice person bought a vacuum from me. It was a Wi-Fi enabled vacuum, and they weren't very tech savvy. They said, how do I use this? And I said, here's the instruction manual. You know, try and get it set up. Here's some tips and tricks that I can offer you on how Roombas work here in person real quick, because this was a face-to-face sale. This was a local person for me. I said, you know, if you can't get this thing up and running, let me know. You're welcome to return it. I tell all my customers for face-to-face sales, I'm more than happy to, you know, allow you to return items, barring that you return it to me in the same condition that you bought it in. Please don't fill something up with animal hair and tell me my vacuum stopped working and return it like that, and I don't believe you. So, anywho's. So that person got a hold of me a few days later, about 4 days later, and they said, hey, you know, I'm really sorry, I'm not very tech savvy. I'd like to return this Roomba. I'm having a really hard time using it. And I said, oh, you know, I'm really sorry to hear that. Of course you can return it. You know, I'm not a master of Roomba guidance, so I did suggest, I said, how about if I send you a couple YouTube tutorials on how to set up the Wi-Fi in your Roomba and just how to set it up in general. And she said, oh, you know what? I am willing to do that and learn about it. I forgot about YouTube. I said, give me a little bit, let me do some research, and let me get back to you. So the very next morning, I texted her at like 7 a.m. 2 different YouTube tutorials about how to use the Roomba that she bought, that specific model, with very good, easy to understand instructions. And I said, you know, let me know. You know, of course, you're more than welcome to get back a hold of me. And of course, you can return this if these videos don't do it for you. So I'm still waiting to hear back from her, because I just did that yesterday morning, and, you know, they're a busy person too, so it's fine. So I'll give you an update on that and let you know what happened. If you follow our eBay page, you'll notice if it's back or not. So that wraps up the things that I feel like talking about tonight. So thank you for coming to Time with Tiffany. I enjoy these chats. I hope that young people glean some information on how to be better customer service people. If you have any situations that you would like to talk about in particular, like, oh my gosh, this happened, how would you handle it? Please feel free to leave a comment. I can reply back to that. If you have any other questions or concerns, or just general comments, things that you would like to see or learn about as far as like anything that we're doing, leave a comment below. We'll get back to you. So we're here still making videos, and I'm not gonna ruin any surprises, but we've got some real big pallets coming in, and I'm excited about it. So we've got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of unboxing coming up for you. I need ideas for more time with Tiffany. If there's any customer service related questions that you have, or any sales tips and tricks that you'd like to bestow on me or hear from me about, then I'm always open to learning and being better and, you know, improving my methodology. I'm not perfect. So if you got any tips and tricks from me, leave them in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell for a notification, because we like to hear from you and we appreciate you, our fans and customers. Come buy my stuff on Facebook, please. I'm putting more items up there daily.
Job really wanted to say hi.
Hi.
So we just wanted to throw him in here for just a second.
Buy something.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe. Click here or click here. And of course, click here to subscribe.